The Talovich family, the great funeral home Aliquippa. I have the utmost respect for the former coroner, and of course his daughter Terry, Alex's father Wayne Jr., just a real big part of the building block that is Aliquippa. You know, when you think about the Serbians that came here and obviously worked at J&L, I was talking about what's happening with immigration and refugees and migrants and this mad exodus across the world on my radio show today, and I find it rather alarming. And you being from Serbia actually have seen war, been a part of it. You know how tough it is for people around the world. And I've said many times, and I said on the radio today, I don't think people realize in America how good we have it. My question to you is, Father, go like the same thing I asked my radio audience. Why such a mad exodus? Why are people running away from so much?
Well, I think it's a general feeling in the world that we are in the crisis. However, I think the history repeats itself over and over again, and just after every 100 years, I would say you have migrations, and these just happen to be in our time. Just like I would say 100 years ago, you had great migrations from the old country and all these Serbs that you have here for third or fourth or fifth generation already. People, I guess in general, started looking for a better life, more security, more opportunities, and I think sometimes it's financial, sometimes it's spiritual, but when people feel insecure where they are, they definitely have enough courage and motivation to go out and make sure they can secure better living for themselves, for their families, and generations to come. I think the generations who came 100 years ago have made it, succeeded in that living an American dream, and they themselves, not as much as their children and those generations after them, enjoy the fruits of their labor. So what's happening now in the world is, I think, again, history repeating itself, and not as much as this generation that currently migrates is going to enjoy, but I think they do it for the benefit of their children and the generations to come. So we will see what happens in the next 50 years.
So my message, we're going to come back and talk about a very special member of this church in just a moment, but my message to all this holiday, for those of you of the Serbian faith, stay close to your family, sit shoulder to shoulder with them in church, and reflect about the path that was blazed many years ago by grandparents and great-grandparents to give you this opportunity to enjoy the freedom that you all have today. We'll be back.